former presidential advisor to the late President Shehu Shagari, Alhaji Tanko Yakasia, and some prominent northerners have mounted pressure on the Zamfara state governor, Mr. Bello Matawale, to name those behind the killings in the state by revealing their identities to President Muhammadu Buhari. The governor had a fortnight ago said that Nigerians would be shocked if he discloses the names of those behind the violence in the state. Speaking exclusively to This Day, at the weekend, Yakasia said, "I hope he's not trying to blackmail some people. This is because as a governor, if he knows the people behind the insecurity in the state, why is he keeping quiet? As the chief security officer of the state, he should be worried about the level of insecurity in the state. Why is he keeping quiet? He should come up or talk to the president, who is the commander-in-chief. He should confide in the president. Even the president is not happy with what is happening." Yakasia urged the governor to give the details about the alleged sponsors to Buhari so that the president should know how to handle the matter. According to him, nobody is happy over the killings, and it will be an indictment on the president if the violence continues. He should confide in the president or whoever that can help solve this problem. The president is eager to solve the problem than anybody else. It is more of a serious indictment on the president than the governor because the governor has no security control under him. The president is the commander-in-chief, he said. Also, two other top northerners who sought anonymity because of the sensitivity of the nature of the matter called on the governor to speak out as the violence is getting out of hand. One of them, a former governor, said, in the overall interest of the state and security, he should speak if he's aware of those behind the killings. He's the chief security officer. He should open up if he's aware of those behind the violence. He should speak up before the violence gets out of hand. Also, a former minister who didn't want to be named urged the governor to speak out if he has no intention of blackmailing political opponents. What is the governor waiting for? If he's sure of those behind the violence, he cannot speak out publicly. He can confide in the president, who is the commander-in-chief. Meanwhile, some Zamfara state elders have endorsed Matawale's efforts at addressing the security challenges in the state. They've also kicked against last week's declaration of the state as a no-fly zone by the federal government, as well as the indefinite ban on mining activities, stressing that the governor is in the best position to talk about the security challenges in the state. A cross-section of the Zamfara political stakeholders who spoke to This Day at the weekend commended the efforts taken so far by the governor to tackle headlong the security problems facing the state. Those who spoke to This Day on condition of anonymity stated that the governor should be given kudos for the way he has tackled banditry since he assumed office. According to them, Matawale is in a better position to talk about the security situation in the state than the presidency. They also condemned the indefinite ban on mining activities in the state. One of the elders and a prominent politician said the elders were on the same page with the governor on security. He said, "We have it on good authority that the governor has always been in touch with the presidency over the security issues facing the state. So it was even surprising to our governor when the federal government took those decisions because even as of the morning of that announcement, the governor was still in touch with the presidency. What do you expect Governor Matawale to do? He was caught off guard because he believed he had briefed the president adequately about happenings in the state. He doesn't necessarily need to be physically present in Aso Rock to brief the president. There are various communication means to reach the presidency." One of the elders advised the federal government to revisit the step taken so far to address the security issue facing the state because it is not as bad as being painted outside the state. The stakeholders pledged support for Matawale in his moves to tackle the security challenges facing the state. Matawale, the governor of Zamfara State, we know a couple of days ago, that would be early last week, he came out with a statement. That was just at the early stage when the Jangebe secondary school girls were kidnapped. He stated that he would do everything to ensure that Zamfara State is safe. And he came with a shocker that he's ready to resign, that if that would be what will bring peace to the state, then he's ready to do that. Not long after he made that remark and that comment that shook Nigerians, it came as a surprise that he also stated that he was not power driven. He doesn't have any quest just to remain in power at the detriment of the lives and properties of citizens. That if he's the one who is not doing his best, he's ready to step aside. Not that only, not long ago again, that's a few days ago, he now came out with a shocking one that he knows those behind the banditry in the state. Well, to me, if you know those who are behind it, there's no point coming out to say, I know those who are behind it, and you're not stating it, because this is a serious matter. It's not something of joke. This insecurity that the whole country is facing is not something of joke. We even recall that when the secondary school girls were kidnapped, the international community reacted. So all eyes are on Nigeria right now, if I put it that way, because with all the happenings, it looks like those leading us, they don't know what they are doing. That is what it looks like. So if you know what will end this thing, it's just like you are stating that I know the root cause of this problem. If you already know the root cause of the problem, that means you already know how to end the problem. So if you don't want to speak out, then something is wrong. So Alhaji Tanko Yakasia, the former presidential advisor to the late President Shehu Shagari, where the part is coming from is that he's stating that if you know very well who are behind, those who are behind this kidnapping and all of that, mention their names, tell it out to presidency. Or could it be that it's presidency? My people, this one is a serious matter. Could it be that he knows that President Muhammadu Buhari is part of this? That is why he's not calling names, because call names. This is your state. Even make matters worse, it's your state. It's your state that all of these crises are happening. I know they are happening in other places, but this kidnapping that just happened, you're talking about, those who are behind it, who are responsible, but you don't want to mention name. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Ayakasia is stating that Buhari is doing well. To me, to Nigerians as well, I don't think Buhari is doing his best, because Yakasia noted that Buhari is doing everything within his ability to ensure that the insecurity comes to an end. His best is not good enough. He can do more. He can do more. That is the way I see it. He can do more, because if we follow the way they've been handling this issue, the crisis in the southwest, when Fulani herdsmen were attacking farmers, APC were going about registration and validation exercise. Which is more important? You can see misplacement of priority. So for Buhari, he's not doing his best. And for Matawale, come out and mention names. If you know that you really mean well for your state and for your people, mention the names. Anyway, guys, let's hear your own take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye for now, and God bless.